Hello everybody. I'm just getting set up here, so just give me one moment. If I can find my channel. Aha. If I can find my channel. Ooh, don't want that. Okay. Hello, Mr. Apples Are Good. So I've got a little bit of pre-work I'm doing. I'm thinking actually, after chatting with you guys recently, that I might even go in for a little bit more time-lapsing. And so in order to do that, I'm going to need some pre-work done, because I can't, I'm not a big fan of just building on the flat world anymore. I think it comes out a little bit rushed. So I'm doing a little bit of pre-work today, so that's what you're going to be seeing. I'm sure it's going to be, I don't know, either you'll enjoy it or you won't, but I'll have a chat with you guys while I'm doing it anyway. So here's what I'm building at the moment. I'll give you a quick look around. This is not supposed to be the main attraction. As I say, it's just kind of background work. So this is what I have at the moment. It's going to take a little bit more to get it up to scratch. I think I need to clean up the edges a bit. I'm not really liking how the edges are looking. So yeah, I suppose I'm going to get at that. So let's have a go. So I'm using World Edit for this because building this kind of small terrain outside of World Edit is a chore. So let's see here. Now I'm still figuring out all these controls because I am not an expert. So let me see if I can get any more, that is. Let me get a few weapons out for me to find my tools too. Do that. Start with, suppose we need a smooth tool, so let's do that. Brush, smooth. Brush, sphere, smooth, is it? No. Brush, smooth, sphere. Brush, smooth, break. Yeah, okay. So just before I started this stream up, I just done a little bit of circle tool here, get rid of this a bit too much. I'm going to try to smooth this out on this end a little bit. Looking exactly as expected. Ah yes, there is a small problem with this build at the moment. I used the raise tool, and now I'd forgotten what the raise tool did, and I forgot that it actually leaves gaps, which is kind of a big problem for this particular build. I'm actually going to have to go in and probably add some more. I think brush, sphere, stone, 3. I'm going to have to replace some of this because, as I say, there's holes in the middle which mean that the smooth tool is not really doing exactly what I want it to. Let's see if it will work a bit better now. Oh, again, you can see it's just dropping down. See in there, can't really see it anymore. It's just dropping down what I previously raised. This is silly. Anyway, let's see if you keep linking away in this way. Ciao, Mr. Martin. Or Mr. Ilev. Ilev? Ilev. Oh, wrong tool. Maybe the smooth tool doesn't do what I think it does. Maybe that's the problem. Oh well, it's starting to look a little better. I don't like... Where's my air tool? Oops. No, I didn't make an air tool yet, did I? So, I remember I had that iron before. I should try to keep myself from getting confused here by keeping my tools same. Alright, well, good night, Mr. Apples. Apples are good. I do agree about the apples. I think, yeah, iron. I had sphere, brush, sphere, 2. Yeah, there we go. I want to, yeah, draw this back a little because I'm quite liking this cliff I've got going on here. But I'm going to bring that cliff all the way down. Have it overhanging here a little. In fact, I like that so much that I'm actually going to extend it down a little too. I can remember what tool that was. It was gold, wasn't it? Gold for adding. No, it wasn't. I guess it was stone. Yeah, stone. Stone for adding stone. That makes sense. Let's bring that down just a little. Not really the shape I wanted. Let them do that. Yeah. So how are you guys this morning, or afternoon, or evening? In fact, where is it where you are? Actually, can you even hear me? Am I just talking to myself? Before I go ahead asking questions that nobody can answer? I think you'll be able to hear me. Yeah, yes, we're being a bit quiet. It is a bit of an off time, isn't it? Smooth tool. I'm not convinced it's doing what I think it's doing. Brush smooth. What the heck? That doesn't look smooth at all. Sorry. Okay. Well, I'm just making a mess at the moment. It's not going so hot. Sure, the smooth tool is supposed to work differently than this. If anybody knows a little bit more about the smooth tool, tell me. That would be great. This does not look like how it's supposed to be. Sure, this isn't right. Gonna have to get my hands dirty in a second. Right, let's do another tool. We'll do brush, stone, sphere, 0. Oh, brush, sphere, stone, 0. Right. Is that not what I just did? Oh, okay. So let's try and push some of these in. Fill it out a little bit. I don't know what's going on there, but I'm going to have to be more careful, I suppose. Alright, I'm going to try it here. So realistically, that bit should be gone if I use this on it. No, okay. No, no, no. No, 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 no. Not doing what I think it's doing. So it's working from above, but it's not working from below. Guess maybe the smooth brush doesn't work from below? Am I audible? Hello? Oh, my microphone's turned off again, hasn't it? Guess maybe the smooth brush doesn't work. Hello? Hello? Yeah, okay, no, never mind. It's working. Oh, okay, anyway. Let's see what I can do here. So I'm going to fill in a little then. Try to keep it somewhat smooth since I can't see. Okay. Yeah. I fill it out carefully. Just get some of this, those. Checking how uneven it is looking. Try and bring it up, smooth it a little. That looks like world edit, so let's get rid of that. Looking a bit better. I'm going to take this line crack thing up a little bit. Build this up a little more, actually. Yes, I like that. Get in here. Pull that out slightly. That out. This up here, smooth it, make it a bit more even. One or two of those can go. Yeah, okay, that looks better. And now this mess that is down here. You know, all these tools, you still got to get your hands dirty. But yes, better. Okay, I want to bring this down to a point. I'm visualizing quite a pointy setup. So what I can do actually, let's get the wand out. //wand. Hello! How are you today, Cylinteris? So one of a good trick for something like this is to use a line tool. Line stone. Yeah, there we go. Should I do second position? So I can do this, and I can kind of fill out any gaps. Quite easily. In this way I can make, it is often very hard to visualize exactly what you're trying to do, and rather than struggle trying to visualize it, you can use the line tool to just kind of cheat a little bit. Nice. You know what, I want this to be a little bit rougher, so I'm going to bring this down as well, rather than coming to a single point. Bring it down here. Yeah, okay. That's a little bit rougher down there now. Oh, I don't like how square this looks though. Let's maybe bring that bit out. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, that looks nice. Okay. Got a nice sheer cliff face there. Gonna keep working. I was thinking I want to add some more kind of detailing block-wise, but of course it's very important to do the big scale first. I'm good. I'm also alive, so that's nice. Yeah, I got to go to work soon, but since I've got some time here in the morning, I thought I would do a little bit of a stream for you guys. This is kind of prep work for a time lapse I'm thinking of doing. So I am actually at this point. I mean, it may never reach fruition, but I am thinking about a time lapse, or I'm getting started on picking up one of my old time lapses. So I already have some work done for it, but not the world itself is not complete. So that's what I'm working on here, is a little bit of kind of prep work for it. I will call you Sai. So here is what I have constructed so far. It is a little mountainous orb. Which is going to be one of several similar constructions as part of the background for my new time lapse. I don't want to have the plain green background that my early time lapses had. I'm quite liking this actually, this natural, or totally not natural, but completely flukish construction here. You see we got kind of this sweeping diagonal going on, and I was trying to build something here, but I hated it, and so I just nuked it. So I'm gonna build this up there to kind of join it up. So let's see what I can do here. Oh, I think it was too big a tool. So we'll go brush, sphere, stone, 2. Actually, I have a small one. Oh, it's too small. Slash brushes. It was confusing with world edit. Some of the commands are 2/, some of the commands are 1/. Okay, there we go. Better, smaller. Okay, so. Hello, Mr. Brian Robinson. How are you this fine morning, evening? Where is it where you guys are? Sorry, when is it where you are? Okay, so I'm by adding spheres and then taking them away again, you can create a more rough look than the default spherical setup. Is obviously what I want to be going for here, and preferable, I think, a lot of the time to the spheres, which are very obviously made by world edit, and it looks kind of clunky. So you don't want spheres showing all over the place. I think you can see here these. If you get a cliff edge that looks like this, this is how Minecraft, if you're going to draw a line in 45 degrees, that's what it looks like. But it also, obviously, because of the nature of Minecraft, it has this rugged appearance, which makes it great for cliffs. Cliffs look wonderful on diagonals in a way that almost nothing else does. Almost everything else looks really bad if you try to put it on a diagonal. So that's just kind of something to bear in mind, is that cliffs, anything that's supposed to look rough looks great, because by the nature of Minecraft's world, anything on a diagonal looks rough. I'm just filling in a little bit down here. This has been a bit over eaten away by my overzealous use of the erode brush previously, I think. I'm gonna try build that back up a little bit. Yes, and I want to go back here to. So let's do /brush air sphere 2. So sphere comes before air. What is it? Trimaran? What's Trimaran? Trimaran. What is that? Okay. This. Bring it down as well. If you're ever in need of a straight line in Minecraft, your view is a straight line, which is a good hint. So you can easily find the kind of the straight line through the blocks, which is a very difficult skill to acquire really in Minecraft. Your view, kind of a cheat. Bring that down a little bit. Yeah, I'm liking that. I want to bring this down to a point as well. Yeah. Whoop. That's not what I wanted. What I wanted. No, there's that. Too big. We'll take a little one. I think this is the right tool. Yeah. Bring that down a little. Maybe we'll get a little bit of line tool. Yes. Okay, and then we can fill in a little here. Bring this plane down a little more, and I'm even going to extend that out just to give it that rougher look. I think. Yeah, that makes it look a little bit rougher. Maybe one or two more here. Yeah. Okay. Thanks, Brian. Hopefully one day this will be part of one. Maybe. Find out. So that'll do, I think, over here. Get rid of. Get rid of even portions. Fill this out a little bit. One too many. Okay, and we got in here. Let's just fill out this bit here. I'm going to bring this down a little bit down this way. This is obviously going to be underneath and barely ever seen by anybody, probably never seen by anyone in all honesty, so I'm not going to spend too much attention on it. I'm going to bring this over here. Fill out. What do I take that back a little bit? Take that back and take out. Yeah, and I want to take the corner off there. Oh, I see what you mean. I like a catamaran. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's called a trimaran. Right, that makes sense because there's three. That's cool. Boats are something I never really got the hang of. It's quite building the sails in particular is really difficult thing to be able to do. It takes severe, supreme knowledge of not knowledge, but I suppose practice in knowing how to model 3D shapes into this block world, which is no easy skill to pick up. And I would say I've got pretty good at it over the time, but making flat shapes never came off so well. So like the wings of my dragon, for example, they look clumsy as all heck. I could never get the 2D the 2D surface like the sail working. But boats being very curved and Minecraft being very square is makes them instantly a recipe for difficulty. Fill out some holes here. Bring that down. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, this is starting to look a lot nicer than it was. I'm going to take this down actually into a sheer cliff. Let's do that. Take this off slowly. Carefully. All the way down. In fact, what I'm going to do, I'm going to go for a straight up removal of blocks. Such set air, is it? Such set air. Okay, that's cleared that out quite a lot. We can try smooth it out a little. So let's get that. Go. I like, as I was saying earlier, I like these nice clean diagonals to give this really kind of sheer cliff effect. So despite the fact that it is in Minecraft terms actually quite a smooth surface, it appears very rugged. Hello, Mr. Too Pro for anyone really. That's a good name. Too Pro. Is that written on your birth certificate or thinking I might build that up actually into a little bit of a small peak of its own. I'll do that now. A little bit there, and then axe and we'll go again with our line tool. Stone line, stone line, stone line, stone line, yeah, all the way around. So we end up with what we build from that is kind of a crude approximation of a cone. It looks quite like a cone is what you should end up with if you take that technique the whole way around. We got a little peak, a happy little peak. Now this, I want to bring this actually straight down, or maybe not quite straight down. I want to drop the. I want this structure, this floating structure here, to have the appearance of being quite bottom heavy. You know, coming up to a peak and then out, and then you know, having kind of peaks underneath, but definitely appearing to have been ripped out of the ground, perhaps. So this tool might be better. The air tool. Bring out some blocks here. Those, yeah. Okay. Get rid of that. I'm gonna fill in just a little here. Give that that appearance of bottom heaviness. I want to extend the lines kind of at its maximum width. I want to extend those lines down a little. Give that appearance. Too dark down here, I can't see anything. Okay. So let's. This is obviously not looking right, is it? Let's try and solve that a little. Right, either. Although it can be tricky like that. Same brush several times without meaning. A little slow. Okay. Looking better. These. Okay, that's looking better. Down. Hi, Spud. We made it all the way around. I think this is where we started, isn't it? Yeah. Okay. So we made it almost the whole way around. Yeah. It's like a little face. Okay. I thought it looked different. Maybe we haven't made it all the way around. I'm thinking of this side. Right, yeah, both sides look quite similar, actually. Okay, so we haven't been all the way around. Hi, Spud, and thanks. This is, I'm working on a little, this would be part of a background for a time-lapse if it ever makes it to creation. So we'll see whether it will make it into release ever. Not super sure. Trying to flesh out the smooth out all the kind of crude world edit that I've done so far. MC edit, world edit, what's it called? I can't remember. MC edit, world edit. It's world edit, isn't it? Right. Too much. Why are they there? This bit. I like the image that was giving actually, kind of jagged and broken off. So maybe I will try and bring that back in. I can do it in a way that it looks more, not realistic, but kind of believable, I suppose, rather than just looking kind of messy. Less messy is what I'm looking for there. What here? Looks a little bit broken. Yeah, that looks kind of broken off. Now we've come all the way around, I think. Maybe not. Maybe I'm just wrong. I know I skipped a bit back there. Let's just take that. Hi, cool kid. Yes, I did skip this bit out, so let's just fill that real quick. Whoops. Yeah, okay. Looking a bit more fleshed out now. A little bit more careful. So I wanna try and relieve this. It's just harsh, solid stone, and I mean I don't want to put earth on here because this is supposed to be a mountain. So what I'm thinking, I'm gonna make a little overhang here. It'd be difficult to do it, certainly on like a mountainous construction like this, without you know, without being kind of clumsy. So I'm gonna just try make a suggestion of an overhang there. Yeah, maybe here. It's too much. Just gonna leave it at that. I'm gonna fill this in a little. Okay, I've lost the chat. Oh, maybe not. No, I've got the chat back. Okay, I think I'm okay. So I do want to try and make more block types, but I'm gonna have to have a think about how I can do this because I don't want to break this. You know, it's got a very harsh mountainous look about it, which is what I want to maintain. I'm thinking perhaps down here, kind of on the flatter surfaces, I can bring some gravel in. Now I have looked at some of the new blocks that exist, but I'm not a big fan of most of them. The diorite and granite bit just aren't doing it for me. They're just way too different from the regular stone, so they're not going to fit in. Gravel is quite subtle though, so that's what I'm going to do. Let's see here. Is Golden Sword doing anything? I don't know. It's not doing anything super useful. So I'm going to want to set mask. Mask stone. Is it? Let's just. I think that's right. If I set /brush sphere 3 gravel. I know what you're saying, Sai. Yes, that is definitely a big part of the reason that one of the reasons that I kind of lost interest in Minecraft. The reason you don't see his videos anymore is that it's difficult to. Oh wow! Thank you, Mr. Spud. Much appreciated. Super shouts out to Mr. Spud. So yeah, part of the reason that I was falling behind in terms of actually building in Minecraft is the immense amount of prep work that's required. So I'm trying to take a lot chiller attitude to the prep work. So that's why you're seeing this stream. I'm not attempting to make a time lapse out of it. Maybe one day this might appear as a time lapse, but yeah, it's not. I'm trying to just take a more chill attitude to it, and hopefully by the time I get around to actually the building, I'll still have some appetite for building left. To be honest, this is one of the first things that I've actually done terraforming directly. Normally, I'm tempted to use tools like what is it called? The Terra World Painter. That's the one. Very tempted to use the World Painter. Haven't been using that. I haven't used that this time because I wanted this to be, you know, full 3D construction rather than just a 2D one. So we've got a nice. This actually will work. Oh, I was being distracted, wasn't I? I was chatting about getting kind of burnt out, and I was distracted from my graveling. That was what I was going to go for. Let's see here. Oh right, okay. So brush, sphere, gravel, 3. Yeah, there we go. Okay, that's too big. So let's do brush, sphere, gravel, 2. There we go. So I can kind of break up this monotony a little bit in a somewhat slightly more believable kind of way, with these patches of gravel. Ah, interesting. Some of them fell there. There. Bottom there. Whoa! Off we go. Let's undo that. Just gonna keep that. Actually, no, I'm not going to do that. Clearly, that part is not strong enough to sustain gravel, so we're going to leave it. Some gravel here. Yeah, there we go. And here looks like a good place to get a little bit in here. So I can put some more gravel in some smaller spots, but I can do that by hand, I think. Here particularly is a good place for gravel because it's got kind of the suggestion of a valley. Let's gravel in here. Okay, and I am going to put a little bit of gravel kind of at random. Ooh, my phone has turned off, so I can't see the chat anymore. Here. So this is a mountain that we have here. It is a floating mountain. This is just part, at the moment it's planned to be a small part of a time lapse that may eventually come into existence. So it's supposed to be, there are going to be several, I've called them orbs. This started life as a 32 radius sphere, and it's supposed to be representative of mountain. So I mean, I built a mountain because that is representative of mountain. So I hope that is that's that's what you're getting from this, because it's that's what it's supposed to be. So we have gravel. Now to kind of break things up a little bit. I'm tempted to go for some gravel. I wish I could put gravel underneath, because that would be kind of what I'd like to do. I can put some gravel in here. I don't know what I will do actually. Whoa! Too much. Yeah, okay. The gravel and stone go excellently together. I'm sure most people are aware of that. So what I'm going to do now, actually, we're going to go brush, sphere, 1, coal. Brush, sphere, 1, coal. Brush, sphere, coal, 1. Okay. Brush, sphere, coal, 1. Oh, coal block, is it? 1? Yeah. Oh, actually, what I can do is it 50% coal block? 50% stone. Oh. Oh. That's not what I thought coal block was. I guess that's a new one. Okay, this isn't working as expected. Unfortunately. Can I not do radius 0? On the gold, wasn't it? Oh, I can. So yeah, we'll get a little bit of coal around the place just to break up the monotony here. Put a little bit in here. Now the good thing about coal is it looks a lot like stone, and it can actually be used cheekily. People aren't going to attend too much. You can make a suggestion of kind of darkness, because obviously at a long range you're going to be less noticing the. You can see over there. You can see the coal. And it's just coal, that's fine, but it has this suggestion of darker area, so you can kind of highlight shadows with it. Obviously you've got to be careful about doing that, because if you do too much, it's going to become obvious and it's going to look cartoonish, like you're using coal to create shadows. But if you're using it just surreptitiously, that is, carefully, you know, occasionally using it to pick out shadows, then hopefully the viewer, the user, won't be able to notice that you've actually tricked them a little bit by using the coal to suggest darkness, and also just to be a coal block. So here, for example, if I put coal in here, maybe not there. Coal here is going to suggest that it's going to make that look darker, even though you know, really it's not. In terms of Minecraft lighting, it's the same. But if I were to do this everywhere, then it would just become very obvious that that was kind of what it was doing, and it would no longer look like coal. It would look like coal had now become representative of shadows. So that's something to just watch out for. Got a few more coals around to break up the monotony. This coal is nice and inoffensive in terms of appearance. You can't really go wrong with it. Just give me one moment. I'm going to see if I can get my phone to stop turning off. Oh, I think it's okay. Yeah, I think it'll be okay now. I'm just going to do day. Actually, no, I haven't done day so far. I won't bother. I think if I make a time lapse of this. It's looking quite nice now. It's looking a lot better than when I loaded in. So the question of what to do with the bottom of a construction in Minecraft, the large construction, is always an interesting one, because It's not really a good solution. I could take glowstone and just plop it out all over the place. But you know, it's gonna look terrible. And every single construction in Minecraft that wants to have a lit bottom uses one of 3 blocks. Well, I suppose there's slightly more than 3. So, you know, it looks, I mean, it does look cool, but it's so overdone that it looks almost cliche. Well, it is cliche, is what it is. And I don't really want, you know, all of my, you know, this is supposed to represent mountain, not mountain with a bottom covered in glowstone. And that's not what mountains look like. So, my options for lighting are torches, or they are lava, or lanterns, potentially. I mean, lanterns is a more reasonable thought, I think, but still not super realistic. Or pumpkins, of course, but I'm not gonna ban pumpkins because that's just gonna look dumb. So, let's going, I suppose. Still streaming. My phone is really struggling. I'm just gonna check the stream health real quick. Stream health seems to be fine. Are we live? Okay, well, I'm just gonna carry on with my building because that's what I'm here for anyway. Let's do that. Actually, I quite like that. Oh, bring that back. I'm not sure. Yeah, I was talking about the bottom, wasn't I? What am I going to do at the bottom? Well, first of all, I'm going to get rid of extra blocks that are just kind of hanging around. Shouldn't even be here. Can't see anything. Okay, well, we'll stay out the bottom at night. So what else can I do? I've got a space here that I was thinking of building something in, but as you can see, it's very small. Making something that small that also looks good is tricky. I was thinking about ruins, but ruins, if they're very small, just tend to look like a pile of blocks. So I'm going to have a little go at that, and if it looks crappy, then I'll leave it. Let me just get a new... Oh, I didn't save that. That was dumb. But let's just take a load of various stone blocks. Stones, stone bricks, dregs, stone bricks, cracked stone bricks, chiseled stone bricks, stairs. Yeah, okay. A few options. So I didn't want to put anything. I mean, pops of color are nice, but I didn't want to put anything that was blatantly out of place in this environment. So I'm gonna stick to stone bricks for now, and if I need to add something, right. So, hello. So how I can do a ruin again without it looking just like a mess is a question for the ages, really. At this smaller scale, I mean, it may just be, since it's not going to be the main focus of any construction. It may be that I want to just keep it as small and minimalist as possible, just as a background. See what this looks like, because as I say, it's not going to be the main focus of attention, and so it doesn't need to be super good. It just needs to be the suggestion of a ruin. So perhaps actually, what I can do, I'm going to build a bigger arch, but I'm going to build only one, and then I'm going to put some rocks around as the suggestion of a ruin. So let's go here. How about a diagonal arch? Because when we're playing with diagonals, things can look bigger. Because you get twice as many blocks. Twice as many faces, block faces, the same surface. Let's see here. One here. One here. I'm gonna go for kind of an arch shape, so I want to build it up. I'm gonna build it up one more as well, actually. And like that. No. No. Certainly not. So I think we're going to go with a straight, an arch on the straight, as it were. So let's build up here. Go for a much thinner arch. That is definitely an arch. Obviously visible as an arch as well. Do here to make this, to get rid of the issue of floating. In fact, to place these with that so that our arch actually the point. Going all in at this point, we may as well that. May as well go there as well. And that looks like an arch to me. So the danger that you can have actually with overdoing stairs like this is that it can just look out of place amongst this square scenery, and particularly if you're trying to make a suggestion of an arch, what you're actually ending up with is not an arch. You're ending up with something that's kind of explicitly not an arch because it's explicitly made of these stairs, so need to be careful of. Don't know how to tackle this, so I think I'm going to have to leave it as this kind of semi-square looking archway. But regardless, we're getting the suggestion of the arch, which is what I was looking for. And also, I'm going to put these just kind of pillars, just as stand-ins for ruins, because at this scale, you don't really want to be kind of making finicky ruins, because it's just going to look messy. Is what's going to happen. So I'm gonna put some cracked stone bricks on the ground here, rather than mess everything up with a lot of kind of painstakingly planned out ruins. It's just there as the suggestion of ruins. And so I think we have some ruins there. I think we've got I think you can see that from a distance and say ruins. Yeah. Nah, I still don't like it actually. Maybe broken archway is a better one. Yeah, maybe that's better. Perhaps. Well, I'll leave that for now. I mean, that's relatively inoffensive. No one's going to look at that and go, that's crap. That's crap. Dislike, unsubscribe. So I think we've kind of achieved the aim there. Put a little more snow in here. So you've got this kind of glacier setup going on here. And too much snow here. Fill that in a little. Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm getting on for. Oh, it's nearly time for me to go to work. So I think I'm gonna thank you for your viewership. And if you're watching this after the fact, I guess I should make this by way of some sort of an announcement. I guess you can consider time lapses back on the menu, boys. But not. Don't get too excited, because I'm stating an intention to make time lapses. It's not. There's no time frame at the moment. And there's no guarantee it's going to come to fruition. So don't get too excited. Don't write home just yet. Snow around the place. The slippery slope is snow, because once you start stacking snow bricks together, once you start stacking the snow slabs, it's like, where do you stop? You know? Start, yeah, making multi-layered snow covers. A slippery slope. Once you pop, the fun don't stop. Okay. Excellent. Yeah. I like it. Very grey, but as a part of a bigger whole, I think it can work nicely. We've got a little bit of detailing, a little bit of you know, fine detail work, which I think is always necessary. There's no point, you know, having these terraforming is nice, but it's nice also to have detail work around the place. I wish there was a fossil block. Is there a fossil? Did they implement fossils yet? No, they did not. Anywho, as I say, I've got work to go to, and so I will have to say adios, amigos, and adieu, and farewell, and see you later, and bye. Bye-bye. I need to stop streaming.